What's going on, everyone? It's Marco from PhoneDog.com, live from the Samsung Unpacked event here at New York City, where Samsung just announced the brand new Galaxy Note 4. This is the Galaxy Note 4, basically the same size as the Galaxy Note 3, which is right over here. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, a little bit heavier as well, and there's a good reason for that. Why? Well, turn this guy around the side and you guys can see that is all metal, baby. Every single piece of this on the side, even the buttons are made out of metal. It looks like a much more premium device. It doesn't even look like it. It feels like a much more premium device. All the buttons are beautifully looking. I mean, they look like they've got some anodized treatment on the sides here. Buttons look great. Nice little bands, chamfered edges around the corners, around the sides, around the front here. Looks really, really nice. Even the back has gotten some treatment as well. Again, here's the Galaxy Note 3 with the faux leather with the stitching. The Note 4 has it's still fake leather, but it looks a lot better and it feels a lot better as well. Much more grippy than that faux slippery leather that was on the Note 3. Now, in terms of specs, we're looking at a 2.7 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 805 chip, 3 gigabytes of RAM, and the Adreno 420 GPU, the next generation of that Adreno chip. Obviously, every phone's going to have a next generation chip. Now, in terms of software, we're running Android 4.4.4 KitKat, and on top of that is Samsung TouchWiz, basically the same version we saw on the Galaxy S5. The screen size is still 5.7 inches, but the resolution has been bumped up to the 1440p 2K or Quad HD panel. To be more technical, it's 2560 by 1440 in resolution. Basically, the same resolution that's found on the LG G3 and the Oppo Find 7. And that's not the only change, because there's been tons of changes to the Galaxy Note 4, making this really one of the biggest changes to the whole line, and you'll see that really by the construction of the Galaxy Note 4. It's now made out of metal primarily, on the sides anyway. The back is still a plastic, it's a faux leather. It's much more grippy, much more tactile than the Samsung Galaxy S5, or even the other faux leather slippery material that was used on the Galaxy Note 3. Now, two other updates to the Note 4 includes the 16 megapixel camera. Now there's OIS and also a wider lens and a faster aperture on that lens. We have the same heart rate monitor that was on the Galaxy S5 and an LED flash. And then on the front, we have a 3.7 megapixel front-facing wide-angle camera, which should be very appealing to anyone who likes to take selfie photos or any of those of that nature. Overall, the Note 4 seems like a super high-quality product. I mean, compared to the Note 3 and any of its predecessors, it feels a much more substantial phone, and it doesn't really weigh much more. It's actually physically a little bit bigger than the Note 3. It's a little bit heavier than the Note 3, but other than that, it's a very lightweight phone. Overall, the size and the weight of a Galaxy Note 4 is basically almost the same. It's a little bit bigger than the Note 3. It's a little bit heavier than the Note 3, but it still feels really handy and still very, very lightweight. And so the Note 4 will be available sometime in October on all 4 major carriers, including US Cellular as well. So I really can't wait to get my hands on the Note 4 for a review pretty soon here at PhoneDog.com. So make sure to stay tuned for all the coverage at IFA Berlin and also the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event right here at PhoneDog.com. Again, my name is Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.